Vatican says Pope Francis is still experiencing complex or chronic health conditions that affect multiple parts of his body systems, but the head of the Catholic Church is resting calmly since on Thursday, adding that the prognosis or the likely outcome or the forecasted outcome of the current health conditions of the Pope is still guarded. This, as local media had earlier reported that the Pope confided on some of his aides that he may not make it alive, with reports of some Catholic officials already rehearsing for his funeral. According to Vatican, Pope Francis had a restful 15th night in Rome's Gemelli Hospital, where he is being treated for bilateral pneumonia. As in recent days, the night passed calmly, and the Pope is now resting, said a Holy See press office statement on Friday morning. According to the Thursday evening press release, the Pope's clinical condition continued to improve, though it remains complex. The press office added that his prognosis remains guarded, noting that his therapy is continuing. He spent Thursday afternoon in prayer and attending to various work-related activities, according to the Holy See press statement. It would be recalled that Pope Francis was hospitalized on February 14, 2025 with pneumonia after doctors warned him that he was at risk of dying. The 88-year-old pontiff has been receiving treatment for a complex respiratory infection and has confided in close aides that he might not make it this time. Pope Francis has taken steps to ensure the continuation of his legacy, including appointing Sister Raffaella Petrini as the first female governor of Vatican City, according to the Vatican news media. The Catholic media had on Thursday also reported that Pope Francis slept well during the night and continued to rest on Thursday morning, as his condition has shown a slight improvement over the past couple of days. On Wednesday evening, the Holy See press office said the Pope's health condition had slightly improved over the previous 24 hours. The mild kidney insufficiency observed in recent days has subsided, according to the statement. A chest CT scan carried out on Tuesday night showed a normal progression of the lung inflammation. Blood tests conducted on Wednesday confirmed the improvement seen Tuesday. Pope Francis remains on high-flow oxygen therapy, but as of Wednesday evening he had not experienced any asthma-like respiratory crisis. The Pope was admitted to Rome's Gemelli Hospital on Friday, February 14, following a bout of bronchitis, with his doctors later diagnosing bilateral pneumonia. We had reported that despite the medical condition that he's under the high flow of oxygen in the hospital over double pneumonia, Pope Francis on Sunday, on the eve of the third-year anniversary of the war in Ukraine launched by President Vladimir Putin-led Russian government, called on everyone in the world to remember victims of the war in Ukraine, describing the war which started on February 24, 2022 as painful, shameful for all humanity. We had reported that the Ukrainian president, Volodymyr Zelensky, has continued his phone conversations with world leaders with a video and written press statement on Saturday saying that the world leaders must ensure that the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, is not allowed to deceive the world again, insisting that Putin has used Russian army, intelligence services and mercenaries over 30 years to bring death to America, Europe, Africa, Middle East, Syria. This, Zelensky stated after he began special defense campaign with phone conversations with world leaders following strained relationship with one of the countries that has majorly assisted Ukraine in its defense against Russia since 2022 when the war began, United States. U.S. President Donald Trump, who threatened to stop military aid to Ukraine, claiming that Ukraine started the war it knows it cannot win, calling President Volodymyr Zelensky a modestly successful comedian and a dictator that deceived the immediate past U.S. President Joe Biden to commit over $350 billion of U.S. taxpayers' money on a war the North America country will not get any profit in return, with Ukrainian president accusing Donald Trump of disinformation and saying that Putin-led Russia has intensified attacks and launched massive bomb destructions on Ukraine cities and villages during the week of Donald Trump's outburst. We had also reported that the head of the Catholic Church, Pope Francis is not out of danger and his health worsened on Saturday evening, says Vatican. The Pope's funeral is allegedly being rehearsed after the 88-year-old warned he may not survive pneumonia. The Swiss guard protecting the Pope, 88, is rehearsing his funeral, with members under a curfew as they are preparing for the pontiff's death, Swiss newspaper Blick claims.
Confided, bringing you the news in a more digital way.